And the final point I'd make here is a policy argument. And this is a policy argument that we think should have a lot more punch now than it did a year ago or 2 years ago. Now that we're in a financial crisis that, as everybody sees it, was caused by widespread blindness to risk, by people blithely looking the other way, those chickens have come home to roost big time. And here's the problem with the rule that Jeff asked the bankruptcy court to adopt, and the bankruptcy court did adopt in Bayou. As Jeff explained, who gets punished here? The people who, quote, should have known of the fraud. Now, who is that? Those are the people who knew of red flags that others didn't know of. Why did they know of those red flags? In some instances, they just got lucky. In other instances, though, these are the people who are more diligent than the others. These are the people who aren't just happy to accept the year in, year out returns because they're nice returns, but they do a little bit of due diligence, a little bit of digging. And through their due diligence, they come across facts that others have not found. And the judge in Bayou said, those people, since they came across those facts, and since he said a reasonable person knowing those facts would have looked further, would have discovered the fraud, he says, therefore they acted in, quote, bad faith. And the policy question for the courts, the policy question that the court is going to decide in Bayou before the end of the year, and that the courts are going to have to decide in Madoff, is do we want to establish a rule that punishes those people who are more diligent than others, and that in effect takes away the upside for being diligent? If you're investing in a situation where there may be fraud, and you know that if you dig hard, discover the fraud, or are suspicious and pull your money out, and you're right and the thing goes bust, you may have to give your money back. It takes away a lot of your incentive to be diligent. And that's just a disastrous rule from a policy perspective, we would argue. So that's the legal point that we would make. We would say that this good faith notion is just wrong. Everybody should be entitled to keep their principal in Madoff no matter what, unless they were in on the fraud. If they were just smarter than others, they should, that shouldn't be used as a basis to claw back the money from them.